Hey folks, welcome back to MusicalConman plays Slay That Spire. We're on Defect Ascension 20, and we're going to see what we get. Alright, random common relic, always good. Transformer card, eh. Rare colors card, eh. Boss relic, probably not. Let's see what we get here. Alright, so we could do a couple elites early. It looks like all the elites... Okay, so it's a 2 elite act or a 1 elite act. Elites are mandatory. I don't think we need a boss relic swap here. Let's do a common relic. Lantern, extra energy on turn 1. Never bad. We could go this path, but that's a hard hallway fight before the elite. Let's go this way. We could do 2 elites, or we could do camp with a campfire in between, or campfire, elite, and then decide on another elite or not. I like it. Go to a couple hallway fights, then an event right before a shop. I like going to the event before the shop instead of the event before the fight because there are a couple events that give you money in exchange for a penalty. I'm thinking of the like Serpent event or stuff like that where you can hurt your combat capabilities in exchange for some quick cashola. In the meantime, we'll full block strike and continue hitting this thing with lightning. Give me a dual cast. There's my dual cast. Cold Snap. Great card. What if your strike was actually good? 1 energy attack, deal 6 damage, but also do a thing you need. I'm fine with doing 6 damage here because all of our damage is in multiples of 3. Okay. We don't have a way to evoke that Frost Orb. You know what? I messed up. If I had gone strike, we would have killed it without taking any damage. I just kind of played zap because it's usually better than strike, but that was a mistake. Oof. Beam Cell? I mean, it's not Thunder Strike. That's not a great real reward. I'm not sure if Beam Cell is that much better than nothing, but White Beast Statue is awesome. Potions all the time. I don't think we're strong enough to fight the 2 elites here, but we could try and get strong enough to fight the 2 elites here. Super elite's not happening. Defrag and a card remove is pretty nice, or we could take a defrag and a sweeping beam. We need more damage. I mean, we need things that are better than strike before we start removing strike. So let's get something that's a little better than strike. This will give us a potion, which gives us a lot of confidence for going into an elite fight. Alright. Unfortunately, we get hit for a bunch. We can just barely pop through that block there. But it's at 1 health. However, that is the end of the fight, and we get another potion. Weak potion. Streamline. Just get some damage. Works well with Beam Cell. Not a super elite. So we could rest, but I think with 2 potions we'll be okay, and if it goes badly, we can go the other way. Upgrade. We could upgrade Streamline for damage. We could upgrade Defrag because we'll like it later. We could upgrade Beam Cell just to kill it faster. Against Lagavulin, we like the Defrag upgrade. Kind of like the Beam Cell upgrade. Against Gremlin Knob, it helps that we have a Cold Snap, so the Defrag does block a little bit there, and we've got some good defensive relics there. Against the Sentries, okay, Sweeping Beam is better. So there's a couple things that might be a little better in the short term against each of the 3 elites, but Defrag is good against all of them, and it's really good in the long term. Okay. We get a Streamline, which is good. I would love a Zap, but it was not to be. Alright. Defragment is a power, not a skill. Let's go ahead and take the plated armor here. We could have done the dual cast, but I felt like it would be worth it to try and block a little damage. We're gonna do it. If we do another potion, we'll only have one potion going into that fight, but I mean, killing it is important. So right now we're blocked for 8. Each of these is pretty much block neutral, right? Because it gives it 3 strength and an extra 1.5 damage. So playing both of these gives us 10 block, but takes its attack from 16 to 22 and makes its attack 33. So 10 block and blocks 9 damage. A weak potion would block 6 damage this turn. Honestly, I feel pretty confident that we can kill it next turn, so let's block what we can. Take 15 and kill it. Okay, extra strength and regen. Awesome. Ball lightning. Awesome. Definitely going to this other elite now. Upgrade a... So it's not Gremlin Mob again. It's either Lagavulin or Sentries. Sweeping Beam is good against Sentries. Streamline is just a little harder damage. No, wait. Can you let me go back? There's no go back. What if I look at my deck again? What if I look at the map again? This is an interesting bug. I'm not allowed to not upgrade Streamline now. Haven't come across that before. Well, Streamline upgrade it is. 3 extra damage on 4 cards isn't incredible, but it'll help us with early elites. And with those strikes, with the Vajra, sorry, the strength, our normal strikes deal a lot of damage. So we could wait around and try and get some powers, but getting a Streamline and a Ball Lightning is a pretty strong start. We got a weak potion, which will definitely... Well, it's also really good against the boss, too. But the boss is not going to be attacking for 22 turns in a row. Regen continues to do good work on our behalf. Plus, we're going to get multiple potions before the boss, so it's not like we can't get anything else by then. Frost Orb. These strikes are now hitting for 15, which is beautiful. Take another 11, and we should win the fight. So this is going to deal 10 this turn. Do we heal before or after? Next turn, we are guaranteed to draw damage. See if this heals before the lightning happens or not. It heals after the lightning happens. So we only get our 1 health if we fully block and it doesn't die. That doesn't seem possible. So out it goes. 2 skill upgrades. I'll take a charge battery, and I'd like to put that in the pool of things to upgrade. There you go, defend and charge battery. So our strikes and our defends are a lot better than they were. If we could get the Act 2 event that upgrades all strikes and defends, we would actually just have, like, incredible starter cards. So we'll take it down to 36, which is just about ideal. And then deal a bunch more damage, right? Yeah, we have 4 energy. So strike is better than zap because it's about to split, and we'll cold snap. So it is at 7. Give me a nice sweeping beam. Thank you. Easy fight. Focus potion, all about it. Go for the eyes. Go for the eyes is pretty good against Hexaghost. I'll go for the sweeping beam. No sweeping beam. Might be a good draw 5 cards. Well, we can fully block. Let's make you weak. We'll kill this last. We'll work on these things, I guess. Alright. We do want to kill this thing pretty quick, actually, but Streamline will help a lot. But if we do that, we get hurt. Okay, so if we Ball Lightning here and defend, that blocks for 5, and we take 5. We want to Beam Cells and Streamline that. Nice even damage. And 13 plus evoke something for 8. Let's do this and see what we hit. Okay, if we hit this, it almost certainly dies. I mean, 75%. And I figure I'll take 75%, kill it, instead of just, like, block a tiny bit. Even weak, our strikes hit like a truck. Energy potion? Another cold snap? I don't do another cold snap. I'd rather have the draw than the energy potion. And I'd rather have the focus than the energy potion. Get some gold and go into the shop. Easier elites is a strong option. One artifact is pretty good. One artifact is almost always good. Not having any... Well, we have a loop. That could be some scaling power. So we could do loop and preserve insect. We could do loop and clockwork souvenir for 257. We can't do that and card remove, but I mean, our strikes are a lot better than normal, and we still need our defense. So I'm totally fine not removing a card here. We need a lot of damage to kill this thing. I think a defrag and a loop on a lightning orb helps us kill it. Alternatively, just getting a defrag on a frost orb helps us survive it. We'll use the focus potion, and with the focus potion, I think we'll be okay on block as long as we can get some stuff. I like preserve insect, but let's try clockwork souvenir. Clockwork souvenir is something I want to test out a little more, and the real question is, if we rest, do we live? I think with a bunch of card draw, with a bunch of focus, we could even have a bunch of weak. It's going to attack for 12 on turn 2. I'm going to take a bit of a risk here, but I'm going to upgrade a loot plus and hope. Might be wrong, but it's just how it's going to go. Okay, we drew some really good defensive cards on turn 1, which is less than ideal. I'm going to dual cast because I want to get this in front for loop. I could draw cards and try and get like a couple powers, but I might want to draw cards the next turn to get block. Alright, so we defend, we loop, and that blocks most of it, but we want to do as good as we can this turn, right? Alright, so these are not the best randomizes. Defend plus? Or just another strike. These are mostly cost increases. But we do have one 0 cost strike at least. Can be nice. So deal 10 damage or block 3. With 14 health, every little bit of block seems important. And now we block for 12 at the start of each turn. Now we block for 18 at the start of each turn. I think that's going to be enough for a while. So let's get some lightning orbs going. Alright. Those burns are a nuisance, but this helps a ton. Okay, I would love to ball lightning, but moving that frost orb... Sorry, we block for 12 at the start of each turn and 6 at the end. Technically, we don't block for 18 at the start. That frost orb is very important right now. Having it in front is very important. I'm going to deal 21 damage and move on. Next turn is the 3. 3 is defend and block, then it attacks, then it does another defend and block, right? Or a medium attack, and then it does the big times 6 attack. Alright, draw me a card. Next turn it does a medium attack. I'm willing to move that forward a little bit. Do a little extra damage for a couple turns. Okay. So we can get another one of these and one of these. And that exactly blocks for us. Next turn it's going to buff. If we can get that Frost Orb forward, we would love it. Sorry, it's not buffing. It's doing the medium attack, and then next turn it does the huge attack. Extra energy next turn. Lots of block. It's almost dead. Alright, it is dead. Made it through Hex Ghost, used both potions, but did not rest. Did not take damage. Potion of Capacity is very good. Okay. Amplify would be really good with Defrag and Loot Plus. It's a little early for an Amplify, but I'm not super in love with these. I'm gonna give it a shot. It's a little greedy. Okay, speaking of greedy, Busted Crown is actually a pretty bad idea, I think. Limiting our card choices this heavily when our deck is like good but not exactly done yet, not into it. So we could transform 3 and upgrade them, which, since our strikes are better than normal and our defends are still useful, gets slightly disincentivized. Inserter is kind of greedy, but I really like it, and I think I can actually justify taking it here. So every 2 turns gain 1 orb slot, which means if we can get a consume, we have infinite focus, which is one awesome thing. Fight event takes us to whatever paths we want in the future, so we'll start here. But yeah, so gaining all the orb slots just means we don't need to look for capacitors to have strong orb scaling later on. Get a little weak on that one. Get a little defrag. Get a little full block. Next turn we get an orb slot, and then we just need to find ways to fill up all these orb slots we're going to get. Okay, this turn sucks. That's how it is sometimes. Can't knock any of them down, but we'd like to kill one of them sooner than the others, and this has the least health and the most strength. So it seems like a clear choice. So we do that, and we get hit a lot. Another 20 damage. Yikes. Birds on floor 1 of Act 2 can be really rough. This could go good. Okay, that's 3 and 5. Oh, that's so close. Then it comes down to a coin flip on the lightning. Yeah. I mean, we could just do 5 and hope that the lightning kills it, but that seems unlikely. So let's... hate to do it. We could also do this, and then Frost here, and then it's 50-50 whether the lightning kills it or not. So 50-50 of blocking 14 versus guaranteed block 5. I think I'm actually down to roll those dice. Please? Hey! Easy every time. Alright. Now things are over. And there's our streamline. Get another potion. Glacier is exactly what we need to fill up a bunch of orb slots and be a great block card. This would be really good if we had any health. So this is going to cost us health no matter what we do. We got to go to this campfire now to rest, because we can't do an elite without a campfire. Then we'll go to the shop. So how much HP can we lose here? We could maybe take money once and then just leave, or we might have to just leave. So we'd go down to 16 if we take money once. Going down to 10 to take money twice seems unreasonable. Can we beat 2 hallway fights with 16 health with 2 potions? I think so. Risky, but I think so. And that's going to make that shop good. The artifact is going to be really nice here. Okay. That potion of capacity might be a while before it's super useful. But that's useful right away. Okay, Glacier and Defrag blocks the most that we can block. So we're at 12 plus 7 is 19. So we're fully blocked. And that loop is going to do good work for us. So no potions needed here. Let's get rid of that potion of capacity. We are a potion of capacity now. I like a heat sinks. It's a little early, but if we're taking an amplify, I think it offers some good potential. Clockwork Artifact is going to do great work here as well, blocking the Snecko debuff. So with that, this fight becomes a lot simpler. We're just playing our normal deck against an enemy that isn't actually that strong. We could double Heat Sinks and then Glacier. Not really the one we most want to amplify, but we might as well. Oh wait, it drew a card off playing itself. Well, we're definitely doing this. I would love to amplify Loop Plus or Defrag, but this is fine. Okay, this seems like a good one for a weak potion. So that blocks 8 and 16, and we take 4. Our health is so low, I kind of want to block 4, even 4, I want to block it if I can. Now that we get a defragment, we should be good for the rest of the fight. We can loop. Beam cell. If we do this, we're fully blocked and we just kill with attacks. Because then we gain 28 block every turn, and also we can fill more stuff. Okay. Good fight. Inserter is just going to keep giving us those orb slots. Oops. Missed a streamline, but we will slay our enemy and become strong. It is beyond doubt. We already block for 28, so there's no point channeling any more Frost Orbs. Let's go ahead and kill it. Flux Potion for extra killing power. Chaos just to channel a random orb. I mean, we have an inserter, so pretty much anything that channels orbs we'll use. Okay. Well, we got a Beam Cell Streamline. So this is 4, and then this goes from 21 to 31, 35, then another 15 is 50, then another 7 plus this is 60. I think a Flex Potion kills this here. Oh, wait! Flex Potion is actually incredible with Clockwork Souvenir because it becomes permanent strength on turn 1. Right. I remember why Clockwork Souvenir is going to be so good with White Beast Statue. I should have thought of that sooner. Anyway, good turn 1. This thing is pretty easy to block if we can get some good powers. And with a Glacier and a Loop, we're in good shape. Also, we have 6 strength. Alright, good fight. So if we can get like a speed potion to give temporary dexterity, that'll actually be something to hold. There it is. For like the whole run. Another Cold Snap. It's a 3rd one, but we have an inserter. And I think it just doesn't stop being great. Oh my goodness. Could we actually afford to upgrade here? I think we could, but I think we could also go for a Super Elite. So let's heal up for that. Orange Pellets gives us basically Clockwork Souvenir blocks debuffs and then Orange Pellets removes them. That's kind of redundant though, because anything we really want to do with Orange Pellets we can often do with Clockwork Souvenir. Capacitor we don't need. Ancient Tea Set will not help us here. It'll help us against these bosses, but not against any of the upcoming elites. Bird-Faced Urn would be awesome, but we can't afford it. We could take another Glacier and an Orange Pellets. And then our defense is just off the charts. Alright. Speed potion for super elite Book of Stabbing? I'm gonna say yes. Alright. It would have been nice to play another Cold Snap, but we'll take 2. And now we begin to do things. We take 10. We don't have any more powers. Amplify is not doing it for us, huh? Alright, let's push these forward. And then just play a big strike. We could evoke the Frost Orb, but we're already blocked for 24. It's attacking for 28, so we could get 3 extra block. But I really want the extra block next turn, so we'll take 4. Alright. Charge Battery is going to help a lot. Give me a Chaos. Plasma Orb, not exactly what I wanted. Dark Orb would have been clutch, but look at all that energy. So we can do a big Streamline. We can do a Glacier. And a Cold Snap. So now we've got all block orbs. We'd like to have some damage because this thing does just keep getting stronger. But we also do keep getting stronger, and that extra 5 dex is helping a lot. So we've got 41 block. It's attacking for 49. Give me a mystery. Dark Orb. Into it. Zap, because I want the Frost Orb channeled at the start of next turn. So we'll take 9 more. Now it's attacking for 56. Well, it was good knowing you. Just needed to... Wait, I thought we were dead. I guess we're not dead. That's neat. Well then let's do that. Could have just killed it this turn, actually. Would have been a wiser thing to do. Okay, Wing Boots are nice. Emerald Key, Attack Potion, and Leap Plus, or Machine Learning. The card draw could be good. We do have a Heat Sinks. I think the front-loaded block is nice. Our deck has a lot of defense. We just need to kill things. I like a Courier. Do I want to fight an Elite right now with 9 health? It's not Book of Stabbing. It could be Gremlin Leader, which is hard, or Slavers, which definitely kills us. So let's use that. We could use that Wing Boots and hop over here so that we can go to a vent and then a campfire. Or we could just go to this. So basically we could use Wing Boots for an extra campfire, but also we would have to use it again to get to this campfire again. But a hallway fight could murder us. Alright, I want the book, but we will actually die. We just don't have enough health to take the book. And healing seems crucial here. Shop doesn't do much for us. Do we want to do another Elite? Or another campfire? We don't have to do Wing Boots. But I like heading this way. Alright, big attacks, big attacks. I'll take a Doom and Gloom for free. So we're gonna take 16. We could just do a bunch of damage to this. We could kill that, but then we take way more. And that seems undesirable. Should we take another strike or Loot Plus? Loot Plus seems like a thing we just need to play. It's gonna debuff us, but that's blocked by the artifact. Okay, so we're being attacked for 25. Amplify Defragment we could finally do for the first time, but we might die. Do we just die? We need a good chaos, I think. We need a frost orb or a lightning or something. Or we could defrag and attack that and hope and defend and hope we kill it with the lightning orb. I think that's our best odds to get out of this. Alright. So we're at 2 health, but we made it out of that. And it's actually looking a lot better now. So we take 1. Which is totally fine. When would taking 1 be a problem? Alright, but now we've won the fight pretty much. Another cold snap, grab a leap, chill. Loop is going to do great works on that, so we can just blast it soon. Alright, big blast. Fire potion. We got an achievement for leaving a fight with 1 HP. A genetic algorithm would be good, but I think another loop is actually super clutch. And I would like to heal. I don't want to fight an elite. We could use wing boots just to get an extra Act 2 question mark. There's some really good question marks, but we might want wing boots next time. But I have to believe. Alright, anchor. We don't need it for this fight, but it's a good relic to have in a lot of fights. I'm gonna take it. Grab an upgrade here is a little risky, but I think we need to get stronger if we want to win the run. Loot plus again. Fire potion will help us kill one of the little ones quickly. Alright, show me what you got. Actually, let's do this. Alright, it's all frost orbs. So, if we can get a bunch of frost orbs, we can totally block a hyper beam. We play a loot plus, right? I mean, trying to play with Amplify would be super greedy. Should have played Amplify before Heat Sinks. Oh, it's taking our Amplify. So we can actually get it back, and it's taking our loot plus. So we want to kill those for sure. Which one do we kill first? It'd be nice if we killed them at the same time. But so each of those are our only 2 powers. So if we kill them at the same time, that's great, but if we only kill one of them, we want the loot. Because the Amplify is useless on its own. Alright, keep inserting. Okay, 24. We are blocked for 16 and 24. So another cold snap mostly does it. Another cold snap and then a zap completely does it. And we can streamline. Sorry, we take 1 damage. It doesn't completely do it. It's a good sweeping beam, but we want to beam cell something first, presumably. We could beam cell this to try and get its artifact charges off and get some weak going, or we could try and kill these faster. I kind of like the plan of trying to kill them at the same time. I'm okay getting 1 more lightning orb. We get a new orb slot next turn. We are fully blocked. Let's dream. Alright, this is 1 more. Oh, this is the hyper beam already? Well, this is painful. So gain 10 block and then gain a bunch of block. Am I dead? This blocks for 7 and this blocks for 10. Yeah, I'm dead. If I had not made that lightning orb happen, I would have lived. No, wait. I'm not dead at all. These block afterwards. What am I doing? Okay, we didn't get to loot plus, but we can kill that. We don't need to kill that for a while. We can just kill it when the loot plus happens. If we glacier now, it'll put 2 lightning orbs in front. And I don't know that we want that, but then we could zap and chaos. Is that much better than what we've currently got? I'm not sure that it is. Let's keep what we have. A dark orb would be sweet. No, lightning orbs. Alright, those are going to be tough to play together. And 20 times 2. So if we're blocked for 23 and then another 16, that we take 1 in exchange for not evoking a frost orb. I'm okay to take 1 here. I don't know if I want any lightning orbs. But it makes it, having lightning orbs makes it easier to evoke frost orbs. I think this is a hyper beam. Nope, not quite. Okay. Just puts a frost orb in front. And so that's 20, so 42. We're being attacked for 48. So defend plus does it. I would love to play loop. I would even more love to play it with amplify, but sometimes it just ain't meant to be. Draw me a card, see what I get. Glacier moves these forward but puts a lightning orb in front. We have to be able to channel 3 orbs in 1 turn if we want to channel any orbs. Because we have to have a frost orb in front. Alright, they keep getting bigger. Have you noticed that? Is it just me who's noticing that? Alright. That was a good fight. We tried, but we did not succeed. So that run, I had a lot of really good defense, but I just did not get the damage. That was about 30 minutes, though. So let's do one more for this video. Defect. Love this game. Feels so good to just get pummeled into the dirt. Unrelated, I just learned something about bike brake pads. So random rare card could be very good or not so much. Max HP is always fine. Rare colorless card. Let's look at the map. Boss relic swap. There is a 3 elite path here. If we give up all our gold, we're not going to that shop or this shop. I'm feeling kind of frisky. Random rare could be very good or very bad. But it's never that bad. Well, it could be Thunderstrike, but it's mostly okay. Fission? I'm into it. Campfire, elite, campfire. We could go elite, elite afterwards. If we go this way, like, that, we could go 3 campfires and 1 elite. But I want to give it a shot at this path. Fission is decent early. Do we want to remove Zap to play 1 extra card, which might just be Zap? Not right now, I don't think. Okay. So if we dual cast, it's 16, and then Strike is another 12, so we could do 28 damage, leave it at 6. I think the Zap is better, because we're not killing it this turn. Alright, now we hit it. Good Jawworm fight. I mean, could have gone better, but good enough. Ooh, Compile Driver or early Cold Snap. Especially with a Fission, the early Cold Snap seems really nice. But Compile Driver is also hard to turn down. Alright, cash that in for some early damage. Let's look for the Cold Snap. No? Okay. Well, we got a strike out of our deck. I don't know if that's good. We kind of like strikes at this point. Full block, and we can probably kill in a single turn next turn. We draw strike, zap at worst. So we can definitely kill. So this is the least damage we could have drawn, and it definitely kills. Explosive Potion into it. Rebound. The thing I like most about Rebound is just a big attack, but we could go for an FTL. Or a Charge Battery. Let's just take the biggest number right now. we still are just in need of damage. So we could do this to get a cold snap next turn. Put that thing on the brink of death. Block for what we can. You know, I could have used an explosive potion to block 7 damage here. But I don't think I would, but I should have considered it. Anyway. Another cold snap? I'm gonna say yeah. 143 gold. Shop's worth checking out. Capacitor works well with Fission. Barrage works well with Capacitor. There's also card remove. There's also Rip and Tear. I like a Capacitor. We can't afford any of the relics. And a potion. If we want to go for a multi-elite path, a potion could be pretty useful. Also, we're about to fight an elite, so what potion would help us? Probably an upgrade pot on Fission. Or a Fear Potion. We're mostly dealing damage with attacks right now. I'm gonna take Blessing of the Forge. Transform a Strike. Give me something good. Reboot. I'm into it. Alright, upgrade. Give me something good, and when I say something good, I mean a Fission upgrade? We kind of struggle against Gremlin Knob, don't we? Maybe we should just take damage. Upgrade a Cold Snap is pretty decent. 3 damage upgrade on a card we're definitely going to play. Fission upgrade helps a lot, though. Yeah, anything against Gremlin Knob, we'll be pretty glad we did that. And hey, it's not Gremlin Knob. So we can channel a Frost Orb or a Lightning. No, wait. This will wake it up. So do we want to channel 2 orbs or wait and do our Capacitor first? I think we want to channel 2 orbs. So, awake it is. So we could evoke all these and draw a bunch of cards. This is probably a good time to do it. Alright. Capacitor, maybe I should have upgraded that. I think I should upgrade this turn, and I should have upgraded the Capacitor. Slow down. Slow down, MusicalConman. Alright, so we'll rebound a Defend Plus, I think. Get one of those next turn, seems nice. Block for 21, deal a bunch of damage. Save the reboot. Alright, Cold Snap. Defend Plus. Can we afford to defend, or do we need to do some damage here? We're drawing a bunch of upgraded attacks soon. It's risky, but I'm going to take a shot at it. Alright, I'm going to rebound a Strike Plus for damage or a Cold Snap. So if we deal 18 damage this turn, it puts it at 21. It's debuffing us, so then these will do 7. So then we'd have to play 3 of these. So next turn we play 1 of these. We have a dual cast next turn. Alternatively, we could Cold Snap. Also, we have an Explosive Potion, so we should be able to kill it. And considering the amount it starts to attack for here, I think that's a thing we should aspire to do. So 7. Let's play this Strike. Alright, we could have done it without the potion, but that's not how it worked out. I wanted to play the Strike Plus just to make sure we were fine. Bag of Marbles. Ooh, okay. So our rare card option is Buffer. Block a big attack. If we were against Slime Boss, that would be like a must-take. We're against Hexaghost. It's decent rare. There's also Cool-Headed, but we do have 2 Cold Snaps. I'm gonna give a shot at a Buffer. Buffer will be good against Gremlin Knob or Sentries. So if we went to these 2 elites, we could upgrade that. It's a little risky, but I think it's worth a shot. It's great against Gremlin Knob. Ooh, Dark Orb at the start of the fight. Heck yeah. Okay, this is painful. What do I want to draw here? Probably a Buffer, right? Yep, that'll do it. So that blocks 2 attacks, because this thing doesn't have any multi-attacks. So Buffer is awesome here. Now we can Cold Snap, defend. And we don't have to worry about damage, because we're going to kill things with that Dark Orb. Just keep blocking. We're already fully blocked. We don't really want to put a defend on top. Alright. Fission will be a way to evoke a Dark Orb. Glacier with a capacitor. I'll take a Glacier. Recursion is good with our guaranteed Dark Orb, though. I'd take a Recursion later, but I want the Glacier now. Alright, I'm going to go for 2 Elite Paths, so this might be a short video, but we're going to wish ourselves luck. Buffer would be cool, but then we don't block this turn. I'd like to get that Dark Orb building up. We could do Fission to do it for 12 damage, but honestly, we don't have a good way to kill these things other than that. I could Gambler's Brew and look for, like, Capacitor, Cold Snap, Reboot. Get rid of the cards I don't want to play. I would keep the Defense, though. Alright, 3 Defense is fine by me. Take 1. This keeps getting bigger. If we can get this up to like 30 and then dual cast it, we're in good shape. So give me another Cold Snap. If we do this Reboot now, it lets us shuffle our draw pile before these nasty things get added into it. Let's do that, and I'm not going to play the Zap because I want another Cold Snap. Alright, so now we block a lot each turn. If we can just kill one of them, we're almost set here. I think it's time to dual cast. Cool, we got a kill, we got a Cold Snap, and we have won the fight. Didn't take much damage either, just used 1 potion. Might take a while to kill them, but it is inevitable. We're just going to kill it with strikes, because if we get rid of our orbs, we could actually risk taking damage. Now that we have a buffer, we can start channeling lightning orbs probably, but the rebound is better damage in the short term. Okay, I mean, I want to say Fission and give me 5 cards, but then we could actually get hit in the future. Well, we have a buffer, but still. We've won the fight, it's just a matter of speed. And I kind of like the reliability of knowing it's never doing anything to us. Alright, Rebound. And Dunk Glacier. Because drawing Glacier is not a strike. That's a strike. Healing. Very good. Loop. Really nice with the Symbiotic Virus, really nice with Frost Orbs. We already have a Glacier. I'm into it. Okay, Bag of Marbles doing the Lord's work here. So we can deal 13 damage to that. And, Buffer. Buffer is full block this turn. I'm into that kind of thing. Now we can do this. Evoke and that kills one of them. I don't want any of these. But I guess I get them anyway. Alright. Just draw me a strike. Thank you. Rip and Tear is damage. Recursion gets us that Dark Orb a little more controlled. Recursion is really nice with Loop to help us control what we have in front. Buffer is very strong here. Do we want the orb slots? Or do we want to just evoke that dark orb? I think I want the orb slots. If we can block this turn, that would be really nice. Okay, we are fully blocked. We could get a cold snap for more block, or we could get a loop. I think I'd like a loop. So now we're vulnerable, but that's fine. We can block the next few turns. We can put the Dark Orb in front and do another strike. So next turn, if we can get dual cast, it kills. Well, it doesn't quite kill. But next turn, we are fully blocked. And we hope for dual cast in the future. We could also just do this, and it dies. And that's fine by me. Shout out to Buffer Plus. Really doing a lot in these early elite fights. There we go. Pin Nib. You know what? I should have taken 4 damage there to heal, but also it was very difficult to take 4 damage there. So Reinforced Body is a big front-loaded block, but Barrage is nice with our Capacitor. And a Strength Potion. Alright, let's get one of those. That's a bunch of damage, and let's get some new cards. This deals 9. This would deal 3 per turn. 9 and a Frost Orb seems better than a Lightning. I mean, I would play a Ball Lightning there. But versus Cold Snap? Eh. Alright, we could do a loop. Seems like we want to split this turn. Should have done my math first. 12 takes this to 27, and then that. I don't think we need to do the Strength Potion here. And I had an intuitive sense that was probably the case. But that doesn't mean I should have done it without checking. Let's do 12 here, and then evoke. Cool. And next turn we get Buffer and Cold Snap, and that should do it. Alright, cool, we get damage. We get to finish with Pin Nib on 9, which is a bonus, and a Doom and Gloom. Doom and Gloom is big AoE, which we don't have. We don't have any AoE right now. Doom and Gloom is a decent way to get a Dark Orb, is a decently sized attack. Another loop is nice, but I like having a little bit of a few good things. So now it's a loop plus or a capacitor plus. I think the loop plus really helps us kill this Hexaghost quickly with that Dark Orb if we can get it in front and then just block. Do I want to play any of these? No. We have really good things to play. So Doom and Gloom, and with the Pin Nib also, and the Vulnerable, and Cold Snap. Alright, I think we're going Cold Snap, defend, defend. So now our goal is just to block as much as possible, play Loot Plus, and chill. I don't know if I want to play a Buffer to block 6. But, like, it seems worth doing, because we still get another Buffer afterwards. Alright, we can do a Recursion and then a Glacier to get that Dark Orb back in front while getting a bunch of damage and a bunch of flock. Now we can Capacitate, get a Cold Snap, and then do we want a Lightning Orb? No, all our damage is from this. That's reserved for Frost Orbs. The next time we draw a Dual Cast is basically the end of the fight. I mean, Recursion would do a bunch of damage, but I want that in front. It's blocking, but who cares? If I put a Doom and Gloom on top, it deals 10 damage, and then next turn I could deal 10 plus 78 if I don't draw the Dual Cast. No, this fight ends when I draw the dual cast. There it is. And that's why Symbiotic Virus is neat. Ancient Potion is pretty strong. Let's see what we get here. Another buffer or a machine learning? Buffer is good. We don't want too much of the same thing, but it's pretty nice. Ancient Potion or these two? There are some scary debuffs. I mean, these two are good with the Barrage. I think that makes the Fear Potion is still better. Alright, we're not getting a third energy, so we could transform all our strikes in defense, we could transform 3 things and upgrade them, or we could go elite hunting. I kind of like transform all our strike and defense. We've got good strike replacements already. We've got good defend replacements already in the Glacier and the buffers. I mean, they're not ideal defend replacements, but I think it's Panda time. 3 upgrades is awesome, but this is 8 transforms. Wait, 4, 7. 7 transforms. So 3 transforms and 3 upgrades, or 7 transforms. When you put it like that, is 3 upgrades worth more than 4 transforms? I'm gonna say yes, even if they're random. Let's take Astrolabe. We can keep our defense, get rid of our strikes. Yeah, I'm into this. We got decent strike replacements. Okay, we got a loop plus, a genetic algorithm, and I don't know what this is. It looks bad. Scrape. Deal 9 damage, draw 4 cards, discard all cards drawn this way that do not cost 0, which is another way of saying discard things you really wanted to play the first time you draw them, and now you have to get through your whole deck to draw them again. Awesome. Alright, right side has a couple campfires, an elite, a couple question marks, and a shop. I mean, sorry, left side, yikes. This way has a lot of flexibility. I can go a bunch of question marks, campfire, elite, campfire, more elites or no elites, or more question marks. This has more or less of everything, so let's start here and go to that early shop so we can do all those question marks. Let's see how our deck is. Buffer is nice. And get a Frost Orb. So buffer is good against enemies like this. We would love to block this turn to keep our buffer stack, but if we don't, it's not the worst thing in the world. So we could deal 12 and then another, so we could deal 21 this turn. Alright, we got a loop plus. So then we're just waiting to draw dual cast again. And we're just trying to block till then. We could also recursion. 30 and then a barrage does a lot. But we could also just do a bunch of blocking. Not a bunch, really, just 6. If it's vulnerable, this deals 6 damage 3 times, so 18. Or alternatively, 6 damage 4 times, so 24 plus 30 plus 6, so 60 damage. So we're not killing it. I don't think we need the vulnerable pot here. Let's put that in front for the loop. Get a lightning orb and 3 block or take off a bunch of plated armor. I think it's the plated armor. So we do get hit. It's unavoidable, but we get a genetic algorithm and a glacier, or we could do a loop and a cold snap, but that doesn't fully block. Genetic alg seems worth playing. Then we just need to get that to the front and evoke it, and it is dead, and that will do it. Alright, beam cell, recycle, or turbo. One nice thing about recycle is we do have a lot of expensive cards like buffers, glaciers, doom and glooms that can give us a bunch of energy if we do it. And shrinking our deck does have some benefits. On the other hand, some of our expensive cards are like some of our favorite cards. Still, shrinking our deck is nice. I'll take a recycle. And let's go shopping. Okay, we could bottle a power. If we did, we would bottle maybe Buffer Plus. Something to consider. We'd also remove a card. When we've already gotten rid of a lot of the bad cards, removing more gets even better. I wonder if we might actually remove Scrape, which sucks because it's upgraded. I mean, it does 9 damage and has a effect that is sometimes good, sometimes bad. Do we need a Sweeping Beam? It's AoE and it draws a card. I don't really love anything in this shot. If we got a Purity, we could try and shrink our deck a bit. I mean, with Purity, Scrape, and Recycle, we could try and work our way towards some kind of infinite. But we don't have any of the cards that would actually enable that. Let's remove a Defend. I'm not going to remove the Scrape quite yet. Storm could be good. I mean, Storm is nice with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 powers. And extra orb slots, but the thing is, with a Loot Plus and with the Dark Orbs, this can kind of mess up what's in front. So it's Charge Battery, Ball Lightning, Sweeping Beam, or nothing. We only have one source of lightning. But if you have Frost and Dark, do you really need lightning? Not sure that you do. I think a Charge Battery is good. So we've taken out a Defend and replaced it with a Charge Battery. And a Sweeping Beam. I think we still need the help against Gremlin Leader. It's not bad against Slavers. Book of Stabbing we'll just take out with a big Dark Orb. And we got a Ritual Dagger. I love Ritual Dagger. Pretty much always take it. I'll buy a Relic. Ooh, Torai. Well, Book of Stabbing is a piece of cake now. And give me a card I love. Defragment is a card I love. The rest of these are not. Static Discharge is interesting with Torai. But Defragment is just kind of a see a defrag, pick a defrag kind of card. We have an Elite, and then a Campfire, and then other Elite options. We might even go 2 Elites. We could heal after this one, but we don't need to heal up before it. We need to upgrade. We can upgrade a Ritual Dagger, which is kind of greedy. Upgrade a Defrag is good. Let's think about the Elite fights we're actually going into. Against Slavers, a Doom and Gloom upgrade helps. Against Book of Stabbing, Torai is pretty good, so we could upgrade whatever we want. Against Gremlin Leader, a Doom and Gloom upgrade is pretty good. A Capacitor upgrade is pretty decent for our deck, so is a Defrag. I want to upgrade Ritual Dagger, but I just don't think that's going to be our priority in these Elite fights. Right now, this is just 1 energy, deal 15 damage. That's good enough. If it gets stronger later, awesome. Doom and Gloom upgrade helps a lot against Gremlin Leader. It's decent against Slavers. And especially if we have a vulnerable pot. I think that's good. Alright, we got a hopefully a more chill fight. If we scrape, we could draw either Reboot or Fission, but we could discard a lot of good things. That's a big attack, and that's some block. We probably want to get rid of these Dark Orbs soon enough, but we've got them for now. Alright. We got a Cold Snap, right? Loop seems important to play. Then we'll play a Defend, and Genetic Algorithm is almost as good as Defend, and it gets it out of our deck. So we do get hit here. Torai helps a lot. Buffer seems good this turn. Buffer and Loop. And then this gains 24 damage each turn. Sorry, 30, because it gains at the end. Alright. If we evoke our stuff, we deal 84 damage right now. We could recycle a sweeping beam at basically no cost to ourselves. We could defragment and glacier, but we probably want to glacier and then reboot. Defragment and glacier blocks... It blocks the first 7, and then the next 7 is reduced to 5, so we take 1. So then we take 22 damage. Wait, no. What am I doing? Okay, this gains 7 block, if we play it. Then 2 frost, we'll have 3 of these, so that's 6 block, right? So 7 plus 6 is 13. So the second one would trigger the buffer, and then the rest would hit for full. If we defrag in Glacier, we get 7, and then we get 9, which is 16. So the first 2 are completely blocked. Okay, the third one just goes into the buffer, and then we get hit for 21, actually. But I don't think there's a world where we get away without Glacier. And I think Defragment is just a sensible choice. We don't have any zero-cost cards that really help us, except maybe Fission. And perhaps we should have played it for that reason. Alright, 8 times 3 is 24. We could make that 36, and I feel like we ought to. So 36 damage, and kill it. Alright, Scary Fight. Max HP is really nice. Also, Meat on the Bone helped a ton there. We probably don't have to rest now. Rainbow is good just to fill up our orb slots. Considering we have a Meat on the Bone, I think we can afford an upgrade here, because 43 health is a lot. We didn't even see Ritual Dagger, did we? No, we saw it turn 1. Maybe I should have played it. Alright, Defrag upgrade, Capacitor upgrade, maybe Buffer upgrade, but probably not Buffer upgrade. That's a Defrag. The Capacitor upgrade has a higher upside, but the Defrag is immediately beneficial. Are we taking a Super Elite? It's either Gremlin Leader or Slavers, and then we get 2 events. I think we give it a shot. Frozen Egg is nice, so now we just gotta survive this Super, start getting good powers, and we're in business. Alright, so one of these seems nice. 21 to all. Their Super Elite power is Metallicized, which is a nuisance, but not terrible. Let's gain some energy. So we can Defrag, Cold Snap, and Charge Battery. So we're getting hit for a bunch, but we're alive. Tori did help a bit. Alright, this turn we're being attacked for 16, 25. Buffer plus and Buffer just fully block. We have a Dual Cast and a Recursion in our deck. We could block the Weak. I think we want to block the Weak. Alternatively, a Rainbow evokes all these, channels another Dark. I think we want to keep these in front. So we're vulnerable, which sucks, but we're not weak. Alright, evoking all of these seems clutch. Ooh, we can Recursion for 22. Then we can evoke these for 22 2 more times, and that helps a lot. And now we're in good shape. In Glacier, Loop, Genetic Algorithm. So now we just gotta kill it, which, considering we're pretty much fully blocked now, shouldn't be an issue. We're gonna kill it with Ritual Dagger eventually. We're gonna start exhausting things we don't care about. What do we want the cost 0? Nothing. Deal 2. That's fine. We did reshuffle our pile, so we got some wounds out of there. It is gaining strength, so we do have to kill it sooner than never. With its metallicize, I think a lightning arm is perfectly reasonable. Do a little damage. Discard everything. Alright. Cold Snap. Glacier just moves some orbs forward. Now we're trying to get it to low enough health that the Ritual Dagger will kill it when we draw it. We don't want to put that Lightning Orb in front. So now it's at 17 health at the start of each turn. Okay. Let's recycle a wound. And if we do this 14, it never dies till we're ready. We keep our, well, our pin nib happens on the Ritual Dagger, which I guess would have been another way to make sure we kill it with Ritual Dagger. And we wait. Bless its heart, Taskmaster. It's just trying its best to hit us, but with 32 block for free every turn, it's just not happening. It's gaining strength. Like, I'm not saying that's not scary, but like, not that much strength. Finally get a Ritual Dagger upgrade. One of these turns, really making us wait for it. But we got it. Ink Bottle. Ink Bottle. Cool. Another Doom and Gloom, another Recycle, another Ball Lightning. I mean, with 2 Recycles and a Scrape, theoretically there's an infinite combo in there somewhere. Eventually. Recycle gets us energy and gets cards out of our deck, but it doesn't necessarily do a ton for us. I don't think we need another Doom and Gloom. I don't think we need a Ball Lightning. The question is, does a Recycle help us or nah? If we can get more card draw, Recycle will be nice. I don't want a Curse. Sure, I can play 3 attacks, gain a strength. We don't have a ton of attacks, but sure we can. Alright. Fission? We could Recursion first for 8 damage. We could do 12 damage here. We do an attack potion, but let's just evoke these and draw 2 cards. Sweeping Beam. A buffer could be okay. I kind of want new cards, though. An attack potion might be nice here, though. Take a Rip and Tear. Buffer, and we could loop, but let's reboot. Maybe we'll get a buffer plus. Get a genetic algorithm. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we're still going to take 11, because this blocks 10. I'm glad we played the buffer, at least. It blocked 1. Alright. We can almost kill that. Defrag, Cold Snap, and I feel like we ought to do this, even though it might not help. Because 50% odds of killing this seems good. Alright, please. No luck. Okay, we get hit a lot. Alright, 12 on 7, we're fully blocked. Alright, now we gotta kill it, is the thing. It's gonna start trying to run away like a coward, but we got our Ritual Dagger right when we want it. So at least we got something good out of this fight. Also, I'm a little scared now, going into this elite, but shout out to Meat on the Bone, doing a lot. I can't believe that was harder than Slavers. So it's Steam Barrier Plus. We do have an Ink Bottle. We could stack. Streamline is not a consideration. I think the scrape makes 0 costs a little better. So we can full block and get another Dark Orb. Sorry, not full block, but almost full block. Okay, we can make it weak. And we should. So that's 5 times 3. So this blocks 11 if we capacitor first. I think that's worth doing. Even if it is scary to take damage. But, Tori is saving our butts. Okay, defrag plus rainbow puts a Dark Orb in front, and we have 3 Frost Orbs to block 12. Then that comes in for 6, which is the worst number. But I think it's still the thing. No, wait. That evokes that and makes a new one. Oh, I should have done defrag before I did that, because we're evoking stuff. Okay. Well, we take 6. This is actually only attacking for 5 damage. Do we want to evoke everything and draw a bunch of cards? 5 damage, by the way, is still a lot to us. We don't have any way of getting a new Dark Orb, though. Let's just move this one forward. We'll fully block anyway. Okay, 7 times 6 is a problem. So we could dual cast. We could rebound Cold Snap. And defend, or we could Cold Snap and buffer. So let's think. Cold Snap is going to block for 4, so that's 12, so 26. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next one is... So that's the first 26 out of 28 damage. So if we defend, that'll block more than buffer, actually. Because buffer would just block that 2, but defend will block that 2 and 3 more. It's an academic exercise, but worth doing. Oh, Spire, how you do me.